When the weather's fine, Kangaroo Island, with its pristine beaches, abundant wildlife, and ever-changing landscape, is a stunning holiday spot. And even when it's not fine, it's still worth the 30-minute flight from Adelaide to Kingscote. Kangaroo Island would have to be one of the most beautiful places in Australia to visit, but I'm here for a very special reason.
Nothing excites me more than a search for a rare or unusual animal, and here on Kangaroo Island, I may have bitten off more than I can chew, because not only does this creature live underwater, it's also a dragon.
And there's a bloke at KI Dive and Adventure here in Kingscote who I hear can help me find it. The leafy sea dragon.
Can you lead me to the dragon's lair?
I'm sure we can find something for you.
Do you know where they hang out?
We do. They like to camouflage themselves into the surroundings, so they are hard to find, but we know where they generally live.
Promise me we'll find them.
We'll do our best.
Guarantee it.
I can almost guarantee.
Almost guarantee is good enough. How do we make this happen?
Well, I can take you out a bit later, but at the moment we're actually going out for a dive to see the seals and sea lions, if you'd like to come along to that.
You're stalling, but I like your style. Let's do it.
All right.
It's not what I came here for. And the weather's, well, a bit disappointing. But swimming with seals at Pissy Boy Rock, north of Kingscote, is a real bonus.
Now, Brendan, you're delaying my dream, and you brought me here, and it kind of looks a bit ominous. Where are we?
This is a site called Pissy Boy Rocks.
Why is it called Pissy Boy Rocks?
When we get a bit of rough weather, the swell comes in, hits the rocks, water gets forced up through the hole, and it kind of comes out in a little spout.
Like a little boy?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And what do little boys and girls do around here?
They look for seals.
One question. Everywhere I've been around the world, when you have seals, you have sharks. Do we have sharks?
No.
Reassuring words. So what sort of seals are we going to see here?
The Australian sea lion, but it's most likely to be the New Zealand fur seal.
Personality-wise, who plays more?
They're very similar. I guess the New Zealand fur seal will be a little bit more friendly. So they come and say hi, and you just got to keep them entertained.
So it's my job to entertain them?
Absolutely.
I thought it was the other way around.
No.
So you've got to give them the right body language, and if you play along, they'll play back.
Yeah, they copy you. If you lean to the side, they'll lean to the side, that sort of thing.
They like fun?
They do, yeah.
I like fun.
Good.
Let's have some fun.
It's not long before curiosity gets the better of a couple of Aussie locals. Now, these cute critters love to play, but they'll only stick around if I play too. So, here goes. It's hard to believe these seals can get up to 300 kilos. These little guys don't look that heavy, but still, playing chicken with them, it can test the nerves. I'm much more comfortable with a civilised game of fetch. Then, with a flip away of goodbye, playtime is over.
You promised me play. I gave somersaults, I gave everything. I got play back.
You were definitely entertaining.
Are you commenting on my gymnastics?
I don't know if I'd call that gymnastics.
I thought it was very graceful. Thank you. I didn't think we'd end up playing fetch. That was amazing.
They're just like puppies.
It seriously was just like that, though. Like, you threw a rock and he'd go looking for it and try to bring it back. So we played fetch with a seal, but I believe now you have to fetch me a sea dragon.
I'll see what I can do.
You promised.
And to do that, it's back to King's Coat and straight to the dragon's lair.
So where to from here?
All right, so we're going to hop on the boat and head out to the end of the jetty out here.
Yeah.
Leafy sea dragon likes to live in the weed right at the end.
He has a lair.
He does, yes.
Is this a good lair out here?
It is good. It's the biggest colony we know of, so there's a good chance we're going to find one today.
Okay, what do I need to be looking for? I don't want to miss him.
Basically, just looks like a piece of seaweed with a horse's sort of head, or a dragon's head, I guess.
So you look like a bit of weed with a horse's head.
Yeah.
Hot.
Exactly.
All right, let's go.
The leafy sea dragon I'm desperate to find is a relative of the seahorse and is so rare it only lives in these southern waters.
Once we get down there, do I expect them to be shy?
You should expect them to be shy. They tend to turn away. It's very hard to get a good view of their face.
Could they be shy because you describe them as a lump of seaweed with a horse's head?
Possibly. It's not the most charming thing to say about them.
This is a dragon you're talking about.
It is.
Need some respect. These guys are amazing, right? Because the males do a bit of daddy daycare. They actually carry the eggs around.
Yeah, it's very much like seahorses in that manner. The females have the eggs until they're fertilised, then they pass them off onto the males who look after them until they hatch.
What, she then just hits the clubs and bar scene. Yeah.
Enjoys life.
Okay, I have a little confession to make about why I'm so keen to see a sea dragon. When I was a kid, I was convinced that seahorses and sea dragons were mythical. They didn't exist. They were only the stuff of fairy tales. I've never actually seen one in the wild. To disprove that theory, today's the day.
After 15 minutes of diving, there's plenty of seaweed and fish, and I'm starting to think my childhood beliefs could be true.
Okay, no luck so far. The real challenge here is the fact we're looking for a leafy sea dragon. He looks like seaweed, in amongst seaweed. So, he's still mythical.
But it seems the leafy sea dragon gods are smiling upon us. Right about now, I'm feeling pretty psyched. What I find so fascinating about these guys is their unusual breeding patterns. The female lays her eggs on the tail of the male and he incubates them until they hatch 49 days later. That's what I call co-parenting. These delicate creatures became a protected species in the 1990s to stop divers poaching them and taking them home as exotic pets. And it's easy to see the attraction. You can feel nothing but privilege to have seen it in its natural home.
Mate, awesome. Absolutely amazing.
Glad you enjoyed it.
I loved it. Well, we didn't just discover a dragon, almost felt like a dance with it. Truly a fairy tale end to an amazing day. Whew.
But when you come to a treasure trove like Kangaroo Island, you don't just stay for a day. There's so much to see and do, like visiting the raptor domain. Just 15 kilometres from Kings Coast, you get the chance to see birds of prey in flight and get up close with some of Australia's most venomous creatures. Being surrounded by such a wealth of wildlife and breathtaking landscapes on Kangaroo Island presents the perfect opportunity to take on a photo challenge. All those beaches, bays and wildlife. I've really been looking forward to it. Well, that was until I discovered I was up against a professional photographer and some of the wildest weather the Southern Ocean can throw at us.
Okay, so it may not look like it today, but Vivon Bay, right here on Kangaroo Island, was actually voted by the University of Sydney as the best beach in Australia. It beat 10,000 other beaches. Had water clarity, privacy, cleanliness, had it all. Just not today.
On one of the most overcast days of the year, I'll be shooting it out with Pete Dobre. Pete runs photo tours of the island and, unfortunately, knows his stuff. So if I'm any hope of winning this little comp, I need to get on the front foot straight away.
There you go. So this is how it works. 3 shots.
3 shots?
Anywhere you want to go. But they must be portrait, an arty shot, and a wildlife shot.
Love it, mate.
You love it?
Love it.
Winner takes all.
We've got the perfect conditions for this because this is going to put us to the test.
So I thought, look, while we're here, let's get the portrait done.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Can I borrow you?
Oh, me?
I'm not doing a selfie.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Perfect subject, man. Let's get on with it. Come on.
So I've always thought that a portrait should reflect the person, the subject, which is what you are.
Exactly.
Okay. Can I borrow something? This is going to seem a bit strange.
Very
Put your camera down.
Okay.
Okay, you going to work with me?
I'm going to work with you, mate.
Okay, so it's going to seem a little bit strange, but the best portraits are. Put that up to your eye.
Got it.
Okay. Now face me here. I'm trying to bring you into this picture, but not just you, your work as well. Okay, it's good.
Good.
I want to try one more thing.
Okay.
Just look that way.
All right.
But keep really still.
Real still.
Okay?
Got it.
This is going to take a little while to compose this shot and really make it happen.
Okay.
But keep still, it'll work beautifully.
Awesome.
Just count to 30
I'll do it.
and we'll be there. Looking good, Pete.
Okay.
Looking very good.
Now,
Right, looking good,
I'm not
Pete.
proud of what I'm about to do, but, well, you know, when you're dealing with a bloke who shot every inch of the island,
Hey, what about my portrait? Hey, call that working with you? Hey, I want my portrait! Hey, hey! You've drawn the battle lines! Seriously!
on Australia's third largest island, Pete's not going to track me down in a hurry, so I should have plenty of time to get my arty shot. It only took Mother Nature, well, 500 million years of wind, rain and sea action to carve out her own arty shot, and they named it Remarkable Rocks.
But look at it. It's so grey. There's no colour, there's no shadows. There's very little to work with, so we're going to have to be inventive. There are so many potential spots, but what I like about this is the fact there's this dark slash running through the foreground, so hopefully combined with the big, imposing background of those rocks, we might just get something. Let's see how we go.
Not bad, but it's overcast today, and my shots look a little flat.
When you're dealing with a lack of colour, take all the colour away, make it black and white, and all of a sudden, you'll just see how much mood it gives the picture.
Meanwhile, Pete's over at Little Sahara, yet another of the island's diverse ecosystems.
I've come to Little Sahara because I want to shoot the dunes. A photographer's dream in shooting the dunes is to have
beautiful light, hitting the ripples, accentuating form, shape and colour. Kangaroo Island is a fantastic place. You get 4 seasons in a day. Now, a shot like this, I would really have loved to have a little bit of light, bit of sunlight to highlight the ripples. So what you've got to do, you have to work with what you've got. For my artistic shot, I'm looking for something that's very strong, emotive, and draws the eyes of the viewer to the subject. Here, I've got some reeds, I've got some nice little ripples going into it, and you're drawn straight to it. For this shot, I use a self-timer, and that way you get no camera shake, sharp, strong image.
Okay, next on the list, wildlife. With wildlife comes pressure because I'm meant to know animals inside and out.
If you want wildlife, this is your place. I mean, obviously there's kangaroos, echidnas, koalas, goannas, you name it, it seems to be here. But the draw card of Seal Bay, seals. Almost feels like you're interrupting something.
Seal Bay is the only place in Australia where you can get up close and personal with sea lions and seals.
Excuse me, how you going?
Hello.
Now, you might be able to help me.
Sure.
Can I actually get down there and get closer?
Of course you can.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's head down.
Beautiful. So what attracts them to this beach here?
We think that these colonies still around because of that reef system there. So early sealing days, they couldn't get their boats in, so this colony was protected.
They look exhausted.
They are exhausted, and the adults have been out for potentially 3 days, diving for their food the whole time. So when they get back here to their home, they're physically exhausted. Yeah.
It's like a feeding hangover.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so it's their bedroom and their bathroom, and it's a breeding area as well. Yeah.
Now, you'll need a guide to do this, but you will be able to get within 10 metres of the seals for great action shots.
This is probably a good time to try to get our shot because it is game on right now. The key, I reckon, with wildlife photography, don't stay high. You've actually got to get down to their level, so drop down. So once you're low, you're actually on their eye line, and that makes for a much more, I guess, intimate shot. Now, while there's a cute pup over here, which is worth a shot, right over here now is Seal Flight Club. And the best wildlife shots are action shots.
No one knows how many kangaroos live on Kangaroo Island, but trust me, there's plenty. And Pete's headed for the Kelly Hill Conservation Park for his next shot.
Wildlife photography is the most difficult discipline of all of them. The key, you wait, you wait. By waiting, you learn the behaviour of the animal, you predict what it's going to do, and then you get your shot.
To achieve a similar result on your point-and-shoot camera, use the sports shooting mode. Pete may have pipped me with that one, but he hasn't got his portrait shot just yet. And while I'm strolling along Hanson Bay, I'm thinking, you know what? This one could be in the bag.
I knew Chris couldn't resist Hanson Bay. I've got him exactly where I want him. It's coming straight towards me. How good is this? Come on, Chris, a little bit closer. That's it, mate. Come on. A really good tip when you want to take a great portrait is look for the element surprise. And the other great thing is we have even lighting, which means no harsh shadows in eyes and face. Perfect.
And if you don't own a fancy SLR, use the continuous shooting mode on your point-and-shoot camera.
Thanks, Chris. Perfect, mate.
Kangaroo Island paparazzi. Nice. Wow. Like the weather, you just turned bad, didn't you? You crossed the line.
You have brought the weather. You're like this little tornado above you wherever you go.
Come on, let's see it. What did you get?
Look at my portrait shot of you. Element of surprise. That's awesome.
All right. But that's creative.
I don't want to see it. It's too good. Right, my arty-farty shot.
You ain't arty.
What you got to show me?
You guys arty's that?
That's very good. I like it, but wildlife. Look at that. Can you beat that?
It's pretty good.
Okay, let's see what you got.
I got a shot that looks a lot like us. Two men bickering, fighting to the death.
Actually, what I like about that with these seals, you've got them doing something. Action, it's a good tip. Well done.
You know what? We're not going to be able to settle this, are we?
No, we're not.
And I'm more than happy to call it a draw. I'm 5 hours north of Sydney in the sleepy town of Southwest Rocks, where there's a bakery, a pub, a lighthouse, and even a historic old jail. But no obvious signs of an aquarium. But believe me, there is one here. So we're talking about hundreds of different types of fish, rays, turtles, even sharks up to twice my size. But this isn't any ordinary aquarium. You see, for starters, there's no queue, because I'm going to jump it with this guy. Peter from Southwest Rocks Dive Centre is my guide to one of Australia's best-kept secrets.
So we're going to a place called Fish Rock.
So instead of just visiting the aquarium, we're actually going into it and being part of it.
That's right. This is nature's aquarium. At Fish Rock, we have a current that comes down and makes like a sheet of glass in the water. So it's very much like a real aquarium, but the current allows the fish like a resting area inside behind the rock.
Wow.
We're going to have fish all around us today.
Essentially, all the fish and all the different species that are there, they're there because they want to be there. And it's offering them something unique.
It is. The fish are here, they live here their whole lives. We see fish grow up. We've had clownfish live here for over 10 years, the same two clownfish.
Are they okay with visitors?
They actually come right up to you. They like seeing us as well as we like seeing them.
So we're going to see sharks?
Could be up to 50 sharks today.
50 sharks?
Right up close to you.
Are they going to like what they see?
I hope so.
So do I.
Yeah, I think they will be.
So no walls, no tanks. This is as natural as it
The only
gets.
tank we're going to have today is a scuba tank on our back.
To get to this tiny little island, we're heading 3 k's offshore. And like all best-kept secrets, there's a reason why it's a secret.
So this is the point where you tell me we're actually going to swim through that.
We're going straight through the middle. We are. We're going to start down here at the deep end at 22 metres.
Yeah.
We're going to come in up a chimney and then eventually meet the sharks here at the shallow end of the cave.
How long is that cave?
It's about 125 metres.
So for 125 metres, we are going underneath rock.
We are.
It's a bad time for an earthquake.
Yeah, it is.
To get to the aquarium, which is a naturally lit cavern at the other end, we're going to swim 125 metres in the dark, from one end to the other.
It'll get your heart pumping.
Wow. I mean, I've dived before, but I've never dived through a cave before, and I've never dived through a cave with sharks before.
Yeah. No, this is going to be quite an experience for you.
Suit up.
That's it.
Now, the last time I dived with sharks, I was in a cage. This time, we're all in a cave. I'm sure it's going to be worth it just to get to that aquarium.
"24 metres down, and we're met by the welcoming committee.
This is like something out of a James Bond movie. The opening the cave, guarded by fish and sharks. But I think it's time to go in.
Entering the cave is as thrilling as it is scary. It's dark, it's narrow, but it's teeming with fish like I have never seen before. After around 10 minutes, the tunnel becomes lighter and all of a sudden, you're there.
Now you know when you're getting, if you look around, that is the aquarium.
And it's chock-a-block full of those sharks Peter promised me.
Look at this. Just incredible.
These are grey nurse sharks. And even though they look like they could tear an arm off, they're actually quite harmless. And here at Fish Rock, it's easy to forget that they're officially endangered. Peter tells me the water is a few degrees warmer in here, and the ocean current sweeps nutrients through the cave, creating a unique ecosystem for a dazzling array of fish. From beautiful stingrays to wobbegong sharks and jellyfish, this really is something to behold. But after 20 minutes in the aquarium, the air gauge says my time is up.
It's incredible, you know. Sometimes in order to have an out-of-this-world experience, you have to head underwater and underground, but it is worth it. That is an aquarium like no other. An aquarium where sometimes it feels like us humans, we're the main attraction.
Ah, Port Stephens, the perfect Aussie holiday destination. For my next underwater adventure, I've driven 2.5 hours north of Sydney to the dolphin capital of Australia. And I've made a discovery that will help me swim as fast as a flipper. It's Dolphin Swim Australia with dive master Andrew in charge. And marine biologist Paige as my guide.
What we're doing right now as we come out of the heads is we're actually scanning the horizon to actually spot the dolphins. We really try to look for a lot of birds working, and that indicates to us there could be a feeding event going on. Now, dolphins are very social mammals to begin with. When it comes to a feeding event, they all work together to try and round up the fish, and they'll kind of push them up. That will attract the birds in the area. It's like a free meal for them.
You're actually using the birds.
Yeah,
the birds are working for you, and you're working
exactly.
for us.
Finding the dolphins is apparently the easy part. Keeping them interested, that takes technique.
You sing to them. You sing to it under the water.
You sing to them.
Yep, so you have your snorkel in your mouth, but you kind of just make some noises just under the water, and they love it. They'll sing back. They're completely social animals. They are constantly communicating with each other using biosonar, clicking, singing towards each other. That's how they communicate.
And if your singing's not good enough, do they hang around?
I pull you out. No, I'm just kidding.
There's so much expectation.
And contact.
Oh, okay, we got dolphins at 11 o'clock. Woo!
There's a buzz of excitement because we spotted dolphins. Yeah!
Woo! Woo!
This is what you do when you see dolphins. You get involved.
And before too long, they're here riding the bow wave. It's a sure sign they want to play.
Okay, so we've got a couple of males just down here swimming around, giving all the indications that they're going to be happy for us to enter into their world. So, time to get the wetty on.
Yeah, time to get the wetty on. Get suited up.
Wetsuit up.
We have 3 right now, 3 adults.
They're very tactile.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pick these guys up here.
Gotcha.
Here they come.
Ready to go?
Ready, meters.
Give it a beat.
we're about to find out why this is the best wild dolphin encounter you can experience.
I'm about to join an exclusive club where a high-pitched voice, a love of surfing and fish breath are pretty much par for the course. Let's do it.
Before getting into the water, we've attached ourselves to a tow rope at the front of the boat.
Good. 1, 2, 3.
I know you better dig me. Pump up the value.
Let's go, let's go.
Andrew increases speed to keep up with the pod, and we experience the thrill of a lifetime.
I'm gonna give some more love. Those amazing things when they come up underneath you. They have a really good look, stare right into your eyes, question that singing, but then go back to their business. It's amazing.
These are short-beaked common dolphins. They're the fastest of the small dolphins, and they travel in small groups of up to 10. But they've also been seen in massive numbers estimated to be in the thousands.
Not only can you feel the water rushing past you, you can actually hear the dolphins making their little calls, and they bring the family over. You look right into their eyes. It's truly extraordinary.
You can actually hear them communicating with each other with noises that sound like whistles and chirps. And I'm ready to give one more masterpiece to see if I can attract more of my flipper friends.
Here we go. Look at this.
And somehow it's worked. Suddenly there are hundreds of speedy dolphins all around us.
Let's bring them around, mate.
This is unbelievable.
Wow.
There are hundreds of them in here, guys. Wow! Oh my gosh.
They are now here on absolute mass. Clearly either the singing's attracting them or they're here to tell us to shut the hell up. That's something else. Everyone knows that almost spiritual connection you get when you see dolphins in the water, but to actually be in the water with them, doing what they do in their world is something else.
As well as giving thrill seekers like me the ride of our lives, there is a serious side to Dolphin Swim Australia.
Yeah?
What is with the photos?
Okay, well, I'm taking fin identification photos. Yeah. So on board, we do a lot of research. Each dorsal fin of the dolphin are completely different. They have different shapes, different shading, and some of them even have scars or notches. Yeah. It's kind of like a human fingerprint. They're all completely different. So we really want to get a good idea of what dolphins are out here, their populations are increasing or decreasing, and just kind of make people more aware of what they're doing in this area as well.
I'd kind of like to know what they really think of my singing.
You were rocking it. I heard you there.
Really?
Woo, 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 woo. More of a siren. They could put you on a fire truck. Yeah. Attract attention.
Such a compliment.
Swimming with these incredible creatures at their speed makes you feel like you are one of them. It's such an exhilarating feeling and an extraordinary way to look at dolphins in the wild. But now I'm being tempted by an even bigger catch. A little over 280 clicks north of Brisbane is Hervey Bay. Holiday heaven one day, whale watching paradise the next. Well, from July to October anyway. They say there's a first time for everything. Well, if I play my cards right, I could be one of the first people in Australia to get up close and personal with something 400 times my size. It
takes 5 months for a whale to migrate from Antarctica up to the tropics and then back again. But in that entire time, they only rest for about 2 or 3 days. But that rest takes place right here.
And guiding me around this humpback heaven is Peter Lynch from Blue Dolphin Tours.
So Harvey Bay is basically like the whales' holiday destination, the only time in their whole migration where they can stop and rest and relax.
Right. Well, we hope so. We like to think that they come in here because it's a beautiful place to visit, and you'll see that for yourself today.
Now, I hear a rumour on your tours, you don't just whale watch, you can actually get a little bit closer.
Absolutely. Again, depending on what the whales are up to, we may get to experience a whale really up close and personal, where you can look a whale in the eye.
Now, that's tantalising. But like most wildlife watching experiences, you need to be patient.
What should we be looking for here when we're trying to spot these whales?
A breath, a back or a splash. They're the 3 key things we're looking for in our efforts to find the whales today.
I'm told there's up to 17,000 whales out there. But sometimes even the 5th largest creature on Earth can be hard to find.
So the search is on. The golden rule here is to expect the unexpected. It's kind of like looking for a needle in a haystack, only here the needle weighs about the same as 8 African elephants. So maybe that analogy doesn't work at all. But what we're looking for here are any splashes, any ripples in the water, maybe a blow from the blowhole, or if we're really lucky, a big tail slapping out of the water. Right over here now. Just after waiting all this time, all of a sudden we think there are some about 50 metres away from the boat, but in the distance there is one slapping its fin in the water as if to say, come on guys, come over and see me.
Like us, whales are naturally inquisitive creatures, and if they think we're the most interesting thing around, they may even come closer.
That's a little flyby now, so skirting around the outside of the boat here, you may now come back and have a closer look.
With a bit of luck, I may just get that eyeball-to-eyeball encounter I'm hanging out for. Or maybe not.
And as quickly as it appears, it's gone, and there's absolute silence. But this is the whole joy and pain of whale watching. You get a big show for a couple of seconds, and then it can all go quiet.
As it did with the dolphins, maybe a little singing will help.
Sorry.
And, well, I wouldn't like to take full credit, but they are back.
Look at that. That is about 40 tonnes of whale resting and playing and... We've got 3 whales in here right now, slapping their pet fins down. Now, you can only assume they're trying to communicate with each other by messaging with that massive fin that can weigh up to a tonne. Oh, it's a pretty clear message. Can you hear that? There's obviously a funny little interplay going on. It may be one female with 2 younger males, and they're just trying to sort each other out. And this is an area where they can really socialise and learn a lot about each other's behaviour. They're now only about 30 metres away, but the interesting thing is it's now only 2 males. The female has disappeared. You may be looking at the signs of a rejected whale. These 2 males are almost now doing a bit of a dance with each other. The female's disappeared, but these 2 have decided that right now mateship's the most important thing. You hear that? So now, actually approaching us.
Now is the best chance I'll have to see the whales underwater, eye to eye.
The idea is we find a whale, we anchor, say about 100 metres away from it, and see if it then wants to come close. If that happens, then we get magic.
And this whale is making a beeline for the platform at the back of the boat.
Okay, down under the boat, Chris, right behind us. Coming around.
Wow. Look at the size. Oh. Unbelievable. Look at that big white belly. We're talking about 10 to 15 metres of whale right here in front of us. 30 or 40 tonnes of weight. Now going underneath the boat, you actually smell that breath. It's not great.
What an incredible experience.
It's going to be loud.
But dipping my toes in the ocean isn't going to cut it. So I'm going to get wet.
Here you go, Chris.
Over here!
Unbelievable. For a time there, all your eyes can see, they just whale, it just fills your sight, and you realise that suddenly you're no longer whale watching, they are human watching.